Hello, welcome. So this is the simple MATLAB learning class 1. So here is a MATLAB window. So first of all we know the basics of MATLAB. So it's a MATLAB home window. So it's a current folder. So when is the what are the folder inside this directory that content present here. Another thing is the scripting file. We want here only we need to create a scripting. So from that code will be run. So third thing is command window. So command window, the single script we want to execution or we want to show the output means we are using a MATLAB command window. So finally the workspace is nothing but the memory of or storage of MATLAB. Okay, so first of all we know the basic learning of MATLAB. We have understood any of the basic language. So we have taken as C as our standard languages to compare to with MATLAB. So compared to C, the MATLAB is very easy because it's a high level language and it's having more number of packages. Okay, so first move on the case. First we have run in command window. So in command window section, so first of all I will mention the basic commands. So CLC nothing but is a clear screen window. So if you want to type anything, this automatically clear the window. So if you using CLC, it's automatically clear the window. So if you assign any variable, then nothing but. So first of all, we know the in basic C language, how will the variable we have assigned? So int equal to a equal to 2. So it's a normal thing to we have assigned in C language. But in MATLAB and Python and it's just the same thing. So we don't need to assign any of the variable name. So if simply assign a equal to 2. So it's automatically when you assign a equal to 2, it's also stored in workspace the value a equal to 2. So it's nothing to be complicated. So if you check whose a means whose a, so it's defaultly saved in double format. So if you want a character means a equal to h is saved in character format. So if you want a string means hello, it is stored in string format. So we have no need to mention any data type here. So whatever value we need to assign, it easy to assign. If you need to assign a floating value, you just assign 1.2. So 1.2 into 10 power rise 4 means we have assigned 1.2 e power 4. So everything is simple and easy to calculate. So this is the MATLAB basic variable declaration. So if you assign like example a equal to 1.2, so it's a floating value. If you want an integer value, so integer format means it's just nothing but even 8 is a casting type like a. So it's automatically converted into unsigned integer 8-bit format. So this is the first thing of basic MATLAB. So easy to assign any of the variable and something integer or any casting is so everything to be easy. So this when you move on the second thing, so the MATLAB for matrix laboratory. So it's mainly concentrate about arrays and matrix. So how we'll handle with arrays and matrix? So already I have told CLC means clear screen. Just CLC type your clear screen. Before that you just verify. So best learning is to parallelly working. So just try that the coding. Open the MATLAB your window and type this command. So then we have understood what's happening here. So because the basic platform is very important, so higher level is not is important. So if you know the basic platform, then we have written the code perfectly. So this is a character, string. So MATLAB 2020, it's we have using a double quotes also, it's working, but in old versions it's not working. So b equal to 1.2, and so nothing but you just try it in parallelly. Okay, just CLC. So we use a clear screen window. Already I have mentioned clear screen. So already I have mentioned, so when you assign in C language int a equal to 2, this variable is stored in that particular memory position. The similar way in MATLAB everything is stored in workspace. So if you want to clear the workspace, just click clear a. So here present a, so it's easy to clear. So when I execute this command, this is clear. So if you want clear all of the variables in workspace, you just type clear all. So this is a basic command. Okay, next we are moving for the array section. I think up to this we have understood. So now we are moving for array sections. So it's very simple. So if you want to assign an array, so a is the variable. So what are the variable name you have assigned? But MATLAB having some of the limitation, the variable name doesn't start with any integer. So this is the wrong procedure. So but a3 is okay. So first of all, a equal to, we need to assign an array, just square bracket, you assign array, that's all. So it's simple and very easy to handle this. So first of all, we understood this value 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So normally the MATLAB index starting from 1. So it is a very important. So now it's nothing but C or C sharp or whatever language, Python. So the index starting from 0. But MATLAB and Julia, so these languages are starting from index starting from 1. So if you want to read the first value, a of 1, is automatically derive the value of 2. Okay, so if you want the last value means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a of 5, it's automatically derive the final value. So this is the thing. So for indexing, so when you use this for array format, we are using another format. If you assign the b value 1 is to 10, so the 1 is the starting value, 10 is the ending value, and default value of increment by 1, that is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10. So this is a basic thing. So if you want something different, so c equal to 1 is to 0.2 is to 3. So 1 is the initial value, 3 is the final value. So 0.2 is the step increment. So this value automatically 1, 1.2, 1.4 up to 3. So easy to create an array using this MATLAB command. So normally if you use signal processing or any simulation model in one dimensional, this array format is very important. Okay, so kindly try in your different way, so then we got different ideas. Okay, so if you now you understood this. So 1 is to 10 means the value is read from 1 is to 10. So we are moving on another concept. So the C value is 1 to 3.0. So we want to read second index to third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh index, means you just assign C of 2 is 6. It's automatically calling the second index to sixth index. So it's very simple only. So everything is stored in workspace. Already I have mentioned everything is stored in workspace. If you want to see here what are the value of b, just double click that, then you have understood. That value is present here. That value is where everything we have understood. Okay. Next. Okay, so if you want read all variables means they are using a C colon to read all values, in a single dimensional. Okay, so this is mentioned as array. So next thing is we are moving for like matrix. So if you want move on matrix, we want to identify the symbol difference. The array and matrix is very simple difference. So I have assigned matrix something 1 2 colon 4 5. So 2 cross 2 matrix. Okay, so it's a 2 cross 2 matrix. So if now you have assigned to read the value like 5 means what's the position of 5? 1 2 3 4. So m of 4 return 5. So another way is, so it's called indexing 2 comma 2. Already in matrix you have studied 2 comma 2, so 5. If you want to identify the value of size means the size of m, to identify the size. Okay, so this is the very basic things and easy to understand. So if you need read the first column m of colon okay, so if you want to read the first row value, so if you want to read the first row value means m of, so it's easy to understood, 1 comma colon 1 comma 2. If you want the second row means 2 comma colon. So if you are using any communication project or any signal processing project or any research concept in using single dimensional, so we mainly use this type of command. So if you read all variables means m of colon, so to read all values. So you are just try in parallelly, so that's a good way of learning. So but we don't use the same copy of this variable. So instead of m we have used a different variable. Instead of I have assigned 1 2 4 5, we have assigned different variable, then we will got a difference. So learning is continuous of experience of continuous of trying. So we have try in a different way. If any doubt, feel free to ask. Okay, so now you are clear that array and matrix. So next is the arithmetic operators. So just click arithmetic operator. So this is a command line percentage. In C normally the double slash or single slash. Arithmetic operators. Okay, what is the arithmetic operators? Already we know the basic arithmetic operator. So we have defined one array and explain that concept. So when you put colon, this doesn't show output in command window. Okay, so the A is 1 2 and B is 3 4. The arithmetic operator is A plus B. So nothing but 4 6 and A minus B minus 2 minus 2. So next one is very important for this multiplication, A star B. Normally this A star B in MATLAB they have using matrix multiplication. So already we know the rules. The matrix multiplication, the sizing is very important. That means if you have A matrix is m cross n and B matrix n cross k means we got m cross k. So this is the procedure, but here the procedure is different. So 1 cross 2 and 1 cross 2. So when you multiply that, it shows error. So it shows the error. So how will we have recovered that? So already A is 1 cross 2 and B is 1 cross 2. So just take a transpose. A into B transpose. Transpose we are using a single dash. So when you using that 11. 11 means, so already we know the 1 into 3 3. plus 2 into 4, 8. 8 plus 3, 11. So we got a value of 11. So star nothing but matrix multiplication, and dot star nothing but element wise multiplication. So if we use A dot star B, 3, 8, because already we know the A value, B value. 1 into 3, 3, and 4 into 2, 8. So this is the element wise multiplication. So this line of coding, that means the MATLAB coding when you see in Mathos website or anywhere, the dot operator used most of the part. Okay, so that's a very important thing. So it's a similar case for A division B is matrix division, A dot division B is element wise division. The same case is A power B, so that means A squared. So when you use A dot squared is element power square, that means 1 squared is 1 and 2 squared is 4. So if you for A power 20, that value is present. So easy to calculate what are the variable you need. So this is the basic things in arithmetic operators also. So it's very easy. Okay, now move on. We are up to study your basic concept. So now you have check in with your experimental analysis. So to draw any of the plot, so I think we have plot a Cartesian plot. So Cartesian plot means if you need using doing on experimental plot the graph using this arithmetic operators. So we have designed a parabolic graph, like that formula is y equal to 4ax square, right? So I have assigned a equal to 1.2 and x we have assigned like minus 10 is to 10, that means minus 10 to 10 value, and y equal to 4 dot star a dot star x dot power square. So 4 is a single value, a is a single value, but x is the array, so we have using a dot multiplication operator. We got y something like this value. So when you plot this graph using figure plot x comma y, so we got a parabolic graph. So defaultly it shows in blue color. If you want to show in a different color means, so just write or red color. So if you want to the specific point only, because it's a interpolated graph, so if you want only a discrete level graph means we just plot star, so that particular point only shows. So MATLAB having so many plotting options. So here using a x label and y label, we are putting a title, so whatever. So I have mentioned there. So it's everything is depend upon library. So this is a simple way to design a parabolic curve. Okay, so I have tried with the parabola. So if you try with a different curve, so if you want design any Cartesian equation, so now we have taken the equation model. So we have taken an equation model like circle. Circle we have now the equations x squared plus, so I just use x squared plus y squared equal to r square. So it's a simple Cartesian equation of circle. So now we have assigned r equal to 10. So first of all we assign, already we have mentioned y equal to, we have derived the equation, right? Okay, so we have assign x equal to some value. Minus 10 is to 0.1 is to 10. So many values. Okay, so then y equal to the formula is we have calculated square root of r square minus x square. So we are using square root of r square minus x dot cap squared. So we got the value of y. So when you plot this graph the similar way, x, y, we are not to plot according to the x value. According to the x value, because it's the circle equations, so automatically is produce the y value. So the similar case, if you want to the discrete plot means star in color we need magenta means, so this is the plot. So draw whatever equation. So you know the basic mathematics of each and every equation, maybe this basic linear line equation or another non-linear equations. So we have studied so many equations. So what are the equation we need to use? In we know the x value, so automatically we predict the y value. So using this basic MATLAB procedure. So this is the basic MATLAB. So this is also a very important thing. So if you know this concept, then easy to understand in upper level. Okay. Okay, thank you for watching.